What's up guys, this is Teddy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This video we're going to be talking about left joins. And once you get the idea of what joins are overall, left joins really aren't going to be that confusing. So if you watched my previous video on inner joins, just to explain, just to reiterate, and just do like a quick comparison. A lot of people use the Venn diagram comparison technique, but I just like it when you just do like the simplest table that you possibly can. So let's just say we had, hypothetically speaking, you would never see this in real life. You had a table called A and you had a table called B, and within those tables you just had primary keys and foreign keys for each table. So just imagine, maybe this is one table in your SQL server and this is another table. This is the foreign key, this is the primary key. And whenever you do an inner join, SQL Server is going to go through and it's going to match them by the primary key and the foreign key. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only numbers that actually match in this one are going to be the 3 and the 4. And what it's going to do is it's going to jam them together. It's going to create a new table to show you, and it's going to only have the 3 and the 4 tables that match together. And that's really the essence of an inner join. A left outer join, or sometimes just called a left join, is going to be the same thing, but it's also going to display those left tables that didn't match. So it's pretty much going to do the inner join as well too, but it's also going to bring back the 1 and the 2. So in the previous one, we just had that 3 and the 4, but what the left join is also going to do is it's going to bring back that A table, the left A table with the 1 and the 2, and it's going to toss out the 5 and the 6. So if the left table's coming back either way, like it doesn't matter. Left table is going to show everything. B table's not the case, and that's really the essence of a left outer join. There's really not that much really difference between an inner join and a left join. So we're going to go up here and we're going to pull out our stores table. So if you don't know anything about SQL Server Management Studio, all that I'm going to do is I'm going to go stores. I'm going to select the top 1000 just like this, and then I'm going to take a look at this. So we've got all of our stores, and also let's see here, we're also going to join by the staff. So this table doesn't actually have a foreign key with it, but we can still join them. So in this one, let's go right click, we're gonna go staffs. And you could do this on any table, by the way. It doesn't actually have to be, the table that I'm using. But if you want to, this is a dummy database that I've pulled up. So we got staff right here. And what you can do is you can just kind of compare them. I just like to compare them with each other. So let's see, don't actually put it up there. So let me see here. Yep, that's great. So what's going to happen when we join these? If you look over here, we have the store ID, and what it's going to do is it's going to bring back all those stores for each one. So this one, we have a 1, and then it's going to bring back all these stores for the Santa Cruz bike. So we're going to have like 4 Santa Cruz bikes, then we're going to have 2, or we're going to have like, let's see, we're going to have like 3 of the Baldwin bikes. We're going to have 3 of the Roulette bikes. And then also we're going to have these other, because it's a left join, it's also going to return all these other joins as well too, but they're going to be null. And just like here's how you do the left outer join. So all you're going to do, go left outer join, and we're going to give this one a alias. We're just going to call this one S. And then we're going to go left outer join. Go up here. We can go ahead and copy this just so we don't have to type all that out. Then we're going to go staffs, just like that. And because we have to give it a different alias name. Remember, an alias is just this. It's going to basically declare a variable for it, but we're going to, because SQL Server doesn't require us to put as, it's just pretty much syntactical sugar for not having to put that as there. And then we're going to join on the s.storeID, and we're going to join on the s.storeID for the staffs, and make sure that we have the st. So the s is right here. So this is basically just a variable, and the way that you actually access it is going to just be by that variable dot store ID, and then the variable dot staff ID, or the store ID for the staff table. And then up here, because we want to display everything, I think it's better that we just display everything so we don't get too confused, is we're just going to put that star there. So let's go ahead, let's run that. And if you look at it, it's brought over everything for our left table, and what doesn't show up or what doesn't match in our store ID here. So store ID, look, they all match. And then the ones that don't match here, because we don't actually have the 3s, or we don't actually have the 4, 5, and the 6, it's not going to match, but it's still going to bring back those records for that left table. And then it's going to bring back null for everything else. So let's just see what happens when we just do inner join. If we were to just do a regular old inner join, it wouldn't bring them back. It's not going to bring back everything. But if we do the left outer join, that's why they call it a left outer join, it's going to bring back everything in the left table, and anything that doesn't match, it's going to not bring it back in the right table. Simple as that. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and as always, thank you for watching.